Hey, Sue, did you see our new salary guides?
Yes, I did. Did you notice that next year's starting salary stayed the same, but the top step of the guide increased?
Yeah. I was happy to see that. The starting salary is too high anyway. I was making only $25,000 when I first started teaching. And now the new teachers are making $56,000. Plus, the people at the top step usually need more money, since they don't have a step to move up to.
But, Joe, by increasing the top salary and not the starting salary, it increases the increment costs. There is more of a spread of money between all the steps. That's not good. If the increment cost increases, we will have to negotiate for a higher amount the next time we bargain a new contract. Here, let me show you. This is what our guide looks like right now. There is an increment of $2,000 between each step. So, if we have 8 people on the guide, it would cost $16,000 to move all 8 people up a step for next year. Here is the new guide for next year. The starting salary is the same, but they increased the top salary by $3,000. Now there is an increment of $3,000 between each step. If we have 8 people on the guide, and we want them to move up a step next year, it is going to cost $24,000 over base salary.
Let me get this straight. It would cost $16,000 to move 8 people up a step on the guide if each increment was $2,000? And if we increased the maximum salary without increasing the starting salary, the increments between steps would increase to $3,000. So that moving 8 people up one step would now cost $24,000?
That's right.
Gosh. I guess I can see now why it would be a good idea to increase the starting salary equally to increases in the maximum salary.
There is another benefit to increasing the minimum salary and maximum salary equally.
What is that?
When a person retires, the difference between his salary at retirement and the salary of his replacement is called breakage. Breakage is the amount the Board of Education saves by hiring a less expensive person to replace a more expensive person. The greater the difference between minimum and maximum salary, the more the Board of Education will save in breakage when someone retires. Having a starting salary that increases equally with the maximum salary means less breakage savings for the Board of Education. The money benefits our members, instead.
Wow. I hadn't thought about all of that. I had no idea that increasing the minimum equally with increases to the maximum salary would keep the increment costs down, and would keep more money in the pockets of our members. We'll have to make sure in the next negotiations that the gap between minimum and maximum salaries doesn't get any bigger.